Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Torey, and I'm here with a 2K19 draft class. This draft class is for 2019, and I honestly believe this is the best 2019 draft class that you can download on PS4. So here's the information for the draft class if you want to download it. There's the name of the draft class as well as my PSN ID, so you can search either. I believe this draft class has around 800 downloads, okay, 770, so it should be on the main list somewhere in here. Somewhere around Infamous and Y's 2020 draft class or something like that. You should be able to find it pretty easily. So make sure you go download that so we can climb this leaderboard because we're about like 10th, 15th right now. So I'd like to see my draft class near the top because I put in a ton of work on this draft class. So the rest of this video is just me kind of rambling about the creation process as well as showing off some of the players in this draft class and talking about my draft class plans for 2020 and beyond. Before we get into that, I gotta say I will start uploading to this channel again. I think I've uploaded 3 videos in the past 2 months. And I've kind of abandoned this channel because I've been posting for a Blazer channel that has almost 4,000 subs. So that's been something I've been working a lot on, turning that into a business, as well as, you know, posting videos for that. So this channel has been kind of dead, but I'm going to try and bring it back, of course, with my draft classes, which helped me out a lot last year, as well as like a top 100 NBA player list. You know, we're doing 86 through 100, then 71 through 85, then 61 through 70, and it'll have like stats and highlights and all that type of stuff, so that should be some good content. And then I'll jump into some preseason content and some NBA preview stuff, which should be fun to make. I hope you guys enjoy that, and if you're just now discovering my channel, I hope you give me a chance to make it in that YouTube subscription box of yours and hit that subscribe button down below, because if you're an NBA fan, I do think you'll like some of the content I have planned for you guys. So with that being said, let's start talking about this draft class. Now, last year, I released my first draft class on Halloween, a full 60-player class. This year, I said, screw it. I'm going to go harder than anybody has ever gone in making a draft class, and I was going to try and make it in 24 hours. That was basically impossible because I was making players without putting enough attention to detail with them because I was kind of rushing. So I did it in 48 hours. 48 hours. Now, I did borrow 2 or 3 players from a couple other draft classes, but pretty much every player is made by me in 48 hours. I did not sleep. I think I had like a 2-hour nap in the middle of that, but otherwise I was grinding just to get you guys this draft class. So let's hop into this class. Now, the ages, it's a glitch with 2K19. If you've downloaded other draft classes, you've probably seen this as well. They need to patch this, and I'm surprised they haven't patched it yet. They haven't been paying enough attention because they haven't patched this glitch yet. -1 age, 9 years old. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous because I went through with every one of these players, looked up their birth date, put their birth date in, their birth, you know, birth year, but in the draft class you have to put their age. So I put in their correct age, and now it's glitching. And when you import it into my league, some players are 18 years old that aren't supposed to be 18, and the ages are just all messed up. So, you know, that's a problem. But other than that, just draft class is probably as good as it gets. I know a lot of people tend to overrate their players. I try and look at years past and look at how strong the draft class is and try and get their ratings as accurate as to what I think 2K will rate them next year. So, you know, you're not going to have prospects that are in 81, 82 because 2K never gives rookies that type of rating. You know what I'm saying? So, we got RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson at the top. Zion Williamson's looked great for Duke so far in their, it's not really even preseason yet, their little, like, Canada tour. He looked absolutely amazing. I'm very impressed. He's more than just a dunker, so he's up there with RJ Barrett as the top prospects in this class. And I'm just going to scroll through here. Now, I do need to finish the signatures as well as some of the badges for a lot of these players. The top, like, 15, 16, 17 players should be fully completed, but I know a lot of the players lower down, I didn't really mess with their signatures, and I didn't really mess with their badges. Now, what I did is when I made a player, I would say create a player, and if I needed to make Darius Garland and the created player was a point guard, I'd put Darius Garland on there since The badges as well as the tendencies should be pretty close to that of a normal point guard, and then I just adjusted it from there. So I do need to optimize the signatures for a lot of these players, and I do need to optimize the badges. Some of the tendencies might be a little off, but I tried to get them as close as possible so that these players would simulate well in my league. You know what I mean? They might not play exactly how I want them. I'm still working on that, but they should simulate very, very good. Now, I spent a ton of time on these player faces, and I honestly think this is going to be the best 2019 draft class in terms of how accurate the player faces are. For example, Cody Martin. Now, if you know the Martin brothers, they play for Nevada, and this might be the best face creation I've ever made in a 2K game. This looks like face scan quality. If you go look up a picture of them, pause this video, and compare this, because it's amazing how good like this that face is right there. And a lot of these other guys I'm very happy with. I spent a ton of time examining these dudes' faces, as weird as that sounds, just to get their chin, their mouth, everything as close as possible so these guys look like their real counterparts. So Darius Bazley, that's another good face, I think. So I think I'm very, very proud of the faces in this draft class. Devin Dotson, that's another one I'm very proud of. You're actually able to make Asians that are also like a light skin. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy with that. So I'm just very happy with this draft class in general. Like I said, I do need to optimize it a little bit, but I think it's in a good enough spot that I could release a video. Now, this video is coming like a week after I finish this draft class. I shouldn't say finish. It's coming a week after I release the full 60 players. I did tweet about it. That tweet kind of blew up, but I'm finally getting around to making this video. It's the second recording. The first recording was a very good recording, so it sucks that I lost that, but the PS4 is acting kind of weird. I just hope you guys enjoy this draft class, man. As far as future draft classes, I'm going to try and release 5 draft classes up through 2023. That's going to be a challenge, but I want to do that before the year is out. Now, I do have a 2020 draft class that has 17 players in it. I didn't make any of those players. They were provided by a guy named Lil Saint BB21, something like that. That's his PSN ID. I was talking with him, talking about collaborating, and he just said I could use his players because he's no longer working on a 2020 draft class. So I don't know if he has a YouTube or Twitter or anything that he wants me to shout out, but he has definitely helped me get a head start on that 2020 draft class, which I'll show you right now. So in his face scans and stuff in that class were actually very, very good. So I haven't even had to mess with them. The 2020 draft class, same name except 2020 instead of 2019. Same PSN ID. So we're just going to scroll through what I have so far. A lot of the top players in the class, and then some other players kind of sprinkled around. We do have Lamellar Ball in here. I don't think he's as good as a lot of people think he is. I think he's a 68 at best. He might not even be an NBA player anymore. He was a top prospect, but he might not be that good anymore. So we do have some players for this draft class, and I will be trying to get this finished before September is out. That might not happen, though. That's not a set deadline. That's just kind of my most optimistic hope. But I will try and get this done soon so I can go and work on 2021, 2022, 2023. That's 5 draft classes that are all going to be compatible with each other, that are all going to be very good quality in terms of the face scans, in terms of the attributes, because I read scouting reports when putting together players, and just with the whole entire product, I think this is the best set of draft classes that you can have in 2K19 for the PlayStation 4. Sadly, can't put them on Xbox. You should be able to download any file on any console, no matter what console it was made on, but you can't. So this is only PS4, so I'm sorry for you Xbox One users. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this draft class. Leave your feedback down below. Any tendencies I need to fix, any signatures that are very, very bad that I need to fix immediately, let me know, because I will be optimizing those. And just give me your overall thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Torey. Have a great day. Peace out.